Alright, this is our day two with the parakeets. I'm thinking they're about 2 days old, 3 days maybe. There are three eggs only, and it would appear that one of the eggs is not going to hatch. Okay, if you look sort of at the back part of the little baby bird, they're starting to get feathers down there. The little fuzzy part, those are feathers. And all this mess, well, this is stuff that the parents have brought up from the bird room. This is their way of making a nest, is from chewing up little bits of paper and different items and spreading it around. And now back to the birds. You see their heads are very, see the big black blue circles on their heads. Those are their eyes, and the eyes are not quite developed yet, but they are developing, and in about 2 to 3 days they should be opened and really alien looking eyes. And the feathers will continue to grow up their back toward the head being the last thing that will get feathers. And I can't tell whose head's on top and whose is on bottom, if it's the same as it was yesterday or if they've switched. It's hard to tell. The mother had been sitting on them, and we woke her off of them, so we don't know exactly what position they were in. The mother is not, she's in the background, she's not real happy about us being up here. And if you can see just under their necks, eventually they will move, and you can see just under their skinny little necks, there's this bulge in their chest. That's their crop, and if their crop is full and it's bulging, that means they're getting plenty of nutrition and food, and they're well fed. And their heads are, like a lot of baby heads, they're real heavy, so they're hard for them to move them with their skinny little necks and bodies. So the mother parakeet will come up, and she will lift their head, and she will place her beak inside of their beak, and she will put the food down, pretty much down their throat, and sort of squirt it into their crop. There's a full crop, and there's my daughter's little finger to show you just how small these little birds are. They're very, very tiny. Parakeets are not very big, and these babies are real small. About the tip of a finger right down to maybe the first knuckle, or second knuckle, I'm sorry. And their wings, those little arms, those are their wings. And when they get feathers, the feathers are actually veins. And if you break the feather of a bird, you don't pull it out, you break it or cut it, then if you don't cut it just right, it will bleed. And if a feather starts bleeding, you have to remove it from the body of the bird, because it is a vein and it will continue to flow blood through it. So you would remove that. And the blood that goes through is what feeds the feathers and makes them healthy. Their feathers are naturally just extremely important to birds, and the health of the feathers is extremely important, and that's why all the blood flows through them and to them, and they need their nutrients. They need strong, healthy feathers in order to survive. When these get a little bigger, we're going to try and reach a finger in every once in a while, because we want them to get used to the human touch or finger or look, so that it's not something foreign to them one day as they get older. It's something common to them, so they won't be as frightened. Now, again, here comes the parents. This is blue sky, and they are not happy. Sky's the one that flew into us. Blue is the one I went to get. And I think this is about it. And more to come. I hope you enjoy watching these little guys develop.